Hi, beautiful friends, and welcome back. I am Carmen Andrea Harris, and around here, we heal, we rebuild, and we find joy after loss. So today I want to share something honest with you, something that most people don't hear when they are grieving. I want you to lean in close so you can really get this. Healing isn't just time passing. I'm going to say that 2 times. Healing is not just time passing. Okay? Time does not heal all wounds. I know that is a popular saying that we have probably heard since we were little, but time does not heal all wounds. Healing is not just time passing by. Healing is intentional. Healing is created. Healing is done when you make a decision that you are going to heal. So when I went through my own season of grief, of loss, I kept waiting for the day when I would suddenly feel better. I used to say things like, when I heal, I'm going to become a life coach for widows, or when I heal, I'm going to do this, because I thought it was like a destination or a certain day that I was just going to wake up and be healed. But healing didn't happen because time moved. Healing started when I moved. I'm going to say that again. Healing didn't just happen because time moved or time went on. Healing started when I moved, when I made a decision that I was going to be okay, when I made a decision that I was going to heal, and also when I slowed down, when I made space for my emotions, partly because I didn't have a choice. All I had was opportunity to focus on my healing. I didn't have to focus on anything else. And it also happened when I gave myself permission to breathe again. So I want to offer you this gentle truth. Your healing begins when you decide that you're worthy of tending to. Your healing begins when you decide that you are worthy of tending to. I know that in the midst of your grief, your loss, you have a job that you may have to go to, you have a career, you have a business, you may be a ministry leader, you may have children, you may have a million things and a million people that you have to show up for and you have to be okay for. But your healing is not going to begin until you decide that you are worthy of tending to. You have to tend to yourself first before you can help anyone else. I know you're still helping other people. You're tending to your children, your job, your career, your business, but all of those things are only getting a portion of you. They're not getting the best version of you if you haven't made a decision to tend to yourself, to tend to your grief, to allow yourself the space, the time, the tools to really sit in your grief and create space for it, and to say, you know what, I'm worthy of healing regardless of what it is that I went through. And I know that healing after loss is messy. If anybody knows that, I know that. I experienced deep grief, deep loss. And I also experienced subsequent losses after the major loss that I experienced. So some days you're going to feel strong, and the next day you may feel broke all over again, but that doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you are human, okay? So in this new season of my channel, I want to walk with you through the practical and the emotional steps to healing, okay? Because healing is multifaceted. It's practical, it's intentional, but it's also emotional, and it's a human experience, and it's a lifelong journey. So we're going to talk about grief, inner healing, rebuilding your life, and rediscovering joy, even if right now joy feels impossible. And I know what it feels like to feel like joy is impossible, to feel like my life has been turned upside down. I can't even think about joy. I can't think about healing. I can't think about happiness. I can't think about anything except for the disaster that my life has become. But I am here to tell you that you can heal, you can rebuild your life, and you can find joy again. I'm not telling you what I heard. I am telling you what I know and what I have walked through personally. So if you're ready to take this journey with me, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss what's coming next. And if you're in a place where you want guided support, I want you to check out the Healing Reset Experience. I linked it in the video description. And I just want you to know that you don't have to heal alone. I am here to hold your hand, to be your guide. So let's walk this path together.